Welcome back to the channel, baby.
Yeah.
What it do, Hampton J family? Welcome back to the channel, baby.
Yes.
It's your boy Half.
And your girl Jay.
And we back
With another reaction video. Oh, okay.
Whoa.
Okay.
Nah, though, man. What it do, man? Welcome back to the channel. We were talking about revamping the channel. You know, Jay mentioned doing a new intro. You know what I'm saying?
Still giving off good vibes.
Yeah, still getting off good vibes. So
It's a new year.
it's a new year, she's saying. So if y'all want us to get a new intro in, comment down below. Let us know. You know what I'm saying? Or should we just keep the same one? Y'all let us know. Either way, we're still gonna be thinking about maybe considering maybe doing a new one though.
Yeah, we definitely do. Like, you know, just stay ourselves, but just, you know, just have a new feel to our channel, a good feel.
Right.
You know, our family members have been through it all with us, you know? And we're learning and growing each day. We're maturing more and more each day. So it's time for a change, but stick with the basics. Keep it how we are, but you know what I'm saying? Different feel for the channel.
All right. So with that being said, let our family members know what we're going to react to today.
We are reacting to Charleston White, Martin Luther King's dream ruined black people. Democrats reprogrammed kids. Woo!
Now you know there's going to be something right here because first
Charleston White.
Charleston White. You know he going to have a whole lot. You know what? Him and Uncle Ruckus might be family members. I just thought about that. They might be related in some type of way.
But see, Uncle Ruckus, he believes that he is white.
I understand that. But they kind of had the same beliefs. Charles and White may not believe that he's white, but they kind of had the same beliefs. Or they're kind of straightforward. Let me say that. Let me correct myself. They're very outspoken. I ain't going to say that they're, but they're very outspoken.
You know exactly who they are.
Right.
They don't try to sugarcoat, be fake with it.
Right.
Well, I'll take that back because Uncle Ruckus doesn't know who he is, but he's very outspoken.
Yeah, very outspoken for sure.
Okay, enough of that.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's jump into it. Damn.
Barbecue. I went to selling every goddamn thing. Knock off purses. Nah, homie. So every day you have to wake up and have something to sell. Every day you got to wake up and have something to sell. Why not find out what your people like and sell something to your people? Everybody else here.
Yeah, that's true.
Ain't nowhere in the world. I done been all around America. Every city, every hood, it's a Chinese, Asian person frying fish and cooking chicken for... Who got a better battle than a black person making frying chicken and fish? How in the f*** are we eating chicken and fish from other mother good as we cook? How the f*** we waking up every day going to everybody else restaurant eating from their taste buds and we got our own taste buds?
That's true.
That's that Dr. King. One man changed that, homie. That was one man's dream. That was one man's dream to go hold hand with white people to be able to sit at them folk counter and drink coffee from their coffee machine. That was one man's dream.
Why do you think that black people bought into that?
Well, they didn't. The youth followed that dream. The elders rejected. Go watch the movie The Butler. Go back and you got to look behind the scenes and then go back and watch the movie The Butler. People mad them up. They son for to go down south and involve themselves in that revolutionary. And it was with Dr. King. It wasn't with the Black Panthers. It was a big pushback, homie. Black people didn't like Dr. King at first.
No, they. I know that.
The elders, the youth bought into it. Why do you think so many young people was joining in on them lunch counter marches, getting their kick beat upside the head, just to be able to sit at a man's table? I mean, get y'all out of there before you get your eye put out. Let's go back and sit at Muddy Hill spot. Now we can't find no Muddy Hill spots nowhere no more. but we all like to go eat his steak.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what though, man, about Charleston White though? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I feel like, you know, he be keeping it real though. You know what I'm saying? Some cases he be keeping that shit real. Like, and he be saying shit that people, you know, of course are scared to say, but they don't want to be looked at differently than what the in crowd is. You follow what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like how he's speaking about Martin Luther King right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people probably disagree with him or, you know, got something to say about that or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But in some cases, he be keeping it all the way 100 though.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Martin Luther King fought for justice.
Yeah.
He didn't fight for peace.
He fought for equality. You know what I'm saying? For everybody to be equal.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Spots nowhere no more. But we all like to go eat his steak.
Yeah.
Man, our elders lived into the 80s and the 90s and the 100s eating pork. They didn't eat beef.
That is true.
They didn't eat beef, homie. Our elders didn't eat beef.
You know, I see a lot of these guys, and I see they done been to wars.
On dope.
They done seen and done everything. And these dudes is living till like 90, 100 years old.
Man, my grandmother come through the heroin era, homie. My grandmother was a prominent woman who eventually ended up falling, you know, victim to the heroin era.
Yeah.
And my grandmama hooked on heroin for 40 years.
40 years?
My grandmama almost 90. Healthy, driving, living by herself, going, nah, homie. Vibrant.
What the f they putting in the food?
Well, they didn't have processed food. They sat in a house that was hot and they sweated. We don't sweat no more.
That's true.
Best way to clean and rid your body of toxins, homie, is sweating. Why you think everybody with good sense go to a sauna?
Mm-hmm.
We stay in the AC. At some point throughout their day, once or twice, 3 times a week, they go into a sauna and sweating. They exercising, sweating. That's the secret. The niggas used to eat slop, but they worked all day in the sun, sweating, sunlight, sweating. When they stopped being slaves, they sat in them old houses fanning themselves with their dresses up, sweating.
Right.
They was always sweating. We don't sweat no more.
We don't.
We like the white boy in the cave with all the diseases.
Mm-hmm.
In the dark, cool, no sunlight. That was him when he had all the diseases. Eating the red meat that bleed. Running from the sun. Black people are the only people that run from the sun, homie. Man, it's too hot out there. I ain't going out there.
Oh yeah.
See, ain't never
That's
lied,
the
boy,
truth.
because
That's the
AC be
truth.
big blowing over here.
It's the truth.
I'm trying to tell you, you dig? But we still sweat though. I mean, we don't like what he's saying though. Like we don't. You know what I mean? Like how we should sweat.
Right.
And like we
To
probably
rid
used
the
to
toxins.
back in the day when we was kids and shit, running around and all that. You know what I mean?
And if you notice, white people are more outdoors people than we are.
Mm-hmm.
Like
More adventurous.
Adventurous, camping, and you know, living life, like loving nature and embracing it. You'll see a few black people here and there do it, but
Right. You know, because that's how we was raised. Our parents didn't do that.
Exactly.
They didn't take us, you know, to Whitewater Rapids and, you know what I mean, all that type of stuff like that. You know what I mean? So, you know, that would be fun to do though. You know what I mean? To be out there like that. I mean, I ain't gonna be, you ain't gonna find me doing no hang gliding and nothing like that. You know what I'm talking about? Jumping on no airplane. You know. No. Okay. She will, but I'm not. I don't keep all the way with her. Like I told her, I'll watch you from up there.
right, going on a hot air balloon ride
do
by
all that.
myself.
Yeah, I ain't doing
I
no
would
hot
have
air
to do that
balloons.
alone, y'all.
Nope.
He won't do it with me.
Nope. God gave me 2 feet for a reason.
Oh my goodness, man.
Son, Black people are the only people that run from the sun, homie. Man, it's too hot out there. I ain't going out there until that sun go down.
Facts.
It's the source of
That's
life
your
and
ass,
energy.
like,
That's your vitamin D.
We don't believe in being in water.
We sun people, homie. Why we running from what we are?
We don't believe in none of that.
So we done reversed it, and he done reversed it. He, us, he, what we used to be, we, he, what he. You see, we done reversed.
And not just white people, everybody. But let's just use white people, for example. They love the pool. They love the ocean.
Tan. They love to get that sun.
They love getting darker. We trying to get lighter. They trying to get darker.
We run from the sun. It's too hot out there. Man, they go jog in the
He said they trying to get darker and we trying to get lighter, boy. I guess that's what Michael Jackson was trying to do then, huh?
You know what?
Damn, okay. Shit.
They love the
love
ocean.
the tan. They love to get that sun.
They love getting darker. We trying to get lighter. They trying to get darker.
We run from the sun. It's too hot out there. Man, they go jog in it and they sweat.
Yeah.
We think they nasty, man. Those sweaty white boys. We think sweating is nasty.
How did that happen?
Going to school with white people, wanting to be white. We want to be European, homie. That's why we watch so many European brands.
Yeah, and we got European beauty standards.
You got right, we do.
Yeah,
we want to be European.
and the European, they want to be like
They
us.
trying to get. They trying to get nigga.
It's an irreversible.
Well,
I don't
just
think
like
it's reversible. See?
it's just
It's okay. Let me rephrase that. It's not reversible with people that's already then aged past a certain threshold.
yeah.
It gotta start.
We gotta do this. We gotta have the same concept as these mass marketing media outlets who invade children's minds.
Mm-hmm.
There used to be a standard in a code of ethics in marketing that, hey, on Saturday morning we're not doing no marketing while cartoons was on.
Right. Yeah.
Nothing was marketed to kids in this country for a long time.
Right.
Yeah.
Now you have hospitality in children's cartoons,
And
right?
everything,
And
bro.
everything, but it's gotten so it's in children's cartoon, right? So we've opened their awareness to this, right?
Yep.
Now media is targeting children's phones.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So we manipulate the system now. We got to be just as vicious. We got to have curriculums and programs, homie, where we got to quit saying they too young for this.
Oh yeah.
Because the world is not saying they too young to know about sex. The world is not saying they too young to know about drugs. At one point in time, the world was saying that little mother ain't too young to pick cotton. Put his out there. And if he don't meet his quota, I'm whooping his too.
Right. Right.
You be a time when 5-year-old babies got to get that work. School.
So how do we become so civilized?
I'm telling you, man, it's some real shit right there, though. That's what I be saying. That nigga be speaking some real shit, though.
He does. You
You
know,
know?
he take a bit too far
He does.
sometimes,
Oh, yeah,
but
a lot too far.
that's who he is. And you know, we do have to teach our children, the youth, the younger kids. My nephew, for instance, he's around us all the time, and he talks about having his own business.
Right.
He said he owns Instagram.
Right.
And he told me his name is on Instagram.
Right.
He has his own business and he has customers.
Yeah.
He's only 3 years old, but he picks up so much. He watches everything Half does. Like he absorbs it, and we teach him. You know, we teach him a lot. So, you know, I try to stay on top of my nieces and my nephews.
Right.
You know, I taught my kids, you know, that's just how the world is nowadays. Like, they're not too young to learn certain things, to learn a lot, because the media will get a hold of your children and brainwash them.
And especially if you're not monitoring what they're doing online. You know what I mean? Having the parental controls, you know, on and things like that. So, you know, make sure y'all out there monitoring.
And at the end of the day, we like, you know, I don't want to sound so preachy, but we all need each other. Like, you know, what a white person doesn't know from the black culture, we can teach that. What we don't know from the white culture, you guys can teach us. Hispanics, Asians, like we all need each other for a purpose, for a greater good, a greater, common good. Like, we need each other.
And we can all eat each other's food. Why we can't all come together and, like Jay just said, teach each other about each other's culture? Because when we eat each other's food, we're learning about their culture at that time. How they season their food, how they prepare their food. You know what I'm saying? All that type of stuff. So that's learning about somebody's culture, just that.
And let me say this. I know I'm talking too much, but like I said, I went to Lake Havasu. And it was a handful of us that went. And we were surrounded by a whole bunch of white people. And when we walked in the room, everybody was like kind of shocked because I guess black people don't really visit the water like that or visit that area. And, I had the time of my life. Like, I will never forget that trip. It was the funnest trip. When we got there, they had a pool outside of the club. And, white people partying, just having a good time. I saw two white guys, they were fighting at first. Then they just jumped in the pool, and got out the pool, hugged each other, shook each other's hands, and then they went back to partying. Versus me going to a club where it's majority black people, there was a shootout. Someone got shot, got killed. Like, it made everybody run and leave the scene. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we just don't know how to get along with each other as black people. And I never understood it, and I don't understand it.
Right.
So, yeah. That's my story, y'all. I'm sorry. Sorry, I had to get it out.
You be a time when 5-year-old babies got to get that work. School.
So how do we become so civilized?
Well, we gotta come uncivil. I don't know how we became so civilized.
We comfortable.
Very comfortable.
Everything is nice. Everything is given to us now. Wasn't that part of the agenda though? As far as like tethering people to the government and making people lazy and not forcing them to do anything outside of that,
that was a Southern strategy. That was Nixon now. Yeah. That was a flip of the parties. That's why you hear people say, well, the Republican parties, they switched. It was a Democratic strategy that made it appear as if they switched. Yeah. Now, some jumped ship. But, man, that was a Democratic strategy, homie. The Southern strategy during Nixon's era that this switched. Dr. King wasn't a Republican, but he pushed a lot of what the Republicans were saying because the Republicans, up until this day, homie, are responsible for 100% of civil rights legislation in this country. 100%. That's not talked about.
Yeah, man. So, like I said, Charleston White, we, speaking, like I said, the truth, man. And for those who may question it or whatever, y'all can go out there and do research yourselves. It's public information. Anybody can go look up if they feel like anything that anybody says is false. Me personally, the way I am and the way I'm built, I don't like speaking on things unless I know something about it. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. You know what I mean? I don't talk about things I don't know about because how can I base my opinion on something that I don't know? So with that being said, I like to do my research first, and then, unless I know about something already, but if I don't, then I would like to go do my research first. Then I'll come back and give you my opinion on something. So Charleston White sounds like he has a lot of knowledge about certain things.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds like he has done a lot of research on a lot of things, especially about his own culture, and things like that. So, and a lot of our people have been led one way blindly. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing what the truth really was. You know what I'm saying? In certain things. So when those people hear maybe Charleston White say certain things like that, they cringe to it.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially like he said, the ones that hit that threshold that when they get past a certain age, they're already stuck in their ways and their beliefs are their beliefs. They solely stick to that.
Right.
You know, you always want to be open-minded and hear what somebody else has to say because they will change. They can change your thoughts and your opinions on things. And
even if they don't change it, they'll at least allow you to see things differently.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You may still have your opinion. You may be strong about it, but you'll still say, okay, well...
You'll be a bit more understanding and...
sensitive to that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When you're talking about it, you know? So, I mean, the world is moving in a different direction, whether we like it or not.
Totally different direction.
You know, and like humans are used to doing, we're used to adapting. So that's what's going on. We're all adapting to how the world is moving. And that's one of the reasons why I feel that, you know, you have this like cancel culture thing going on. And, you know.
It's a whole agenda.
Yeah.
To manipulate and brainwash.
Right.
And... You know, you just you just gotta, especially with the kids, like you have to be adamant on teaching, on, you know, being a part of your child's life and teaching them what's right and what's wrong and what's real and what's false. Like you have to be firm with that and stay on them, and because they're being tricked every day. Like he said, it pops up on social media, you know, kids watch cartoons and it's in everything. They're being tainted, and you want to stay on them and teach them right, you know, what's right and teach them good morals. You have to do that, because otherwise they will be lost and sucked up into this world, and this world is full of hatred and darkness. Like you want to stay on your kids.
Yeah, so... Or
any kids that, even if they're not your kids, teach them and guide them the right way.
Reach one, teach one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So... Or teach one, reach one. No, I said it right the first time. Reach one, teach one. Oh, but anyway, man, y'all comment down below. Leave y'all suggestions. Let us know what y'all thought about that one, Charleston White. And we'll jump into some shout-outs for y'all.
Yes. Okay, first shout-out goes to James Markley. What's up, James Markley?
James Markley, what's going on, man? Shout out to you. Hope you definitely enjoyed that Charleston White. Interesting guy, man. Interesting guy. I know he's can be a little bit too much sometimes.
Yes,
but,
he can.
You know, he's very interesting. So.
Yes, he is.
Shout out to you, though, man.
Second shout out goes to Shauna Savage. What's up, Shauna Savage?
Shauna Savage, what's going on? Shout out to you. Hope you definitely enjoyed that reaction. Let us know what you thought about it also. Charles White, sometimes he can be a little bit too harsh, so hope it wasn't too inappropriate for you. But comment down below, let us know what you thought about it. And come back and join for some more reactions, y'all.
Yeah.
All right? We out this thing?
We out this thing.
All right, y'all, we gone?
Yes.
Peace.
Peace.